Hey everybody, we are going to be talking about building your campaigns for high quality scores in this video. And this is something we've gone over in a previous video called campaign architecture, but this is specifically in the context of generating high quality scores so that your cost per click goes down, your overall cost, your average position goes up, and you're in good standing with all of your campaigns and ad groups. So we're going to go over an overview, and I'm going to assign rules to each of these so that you can understand. So get your pen and paper out, get your laptop ready, take notes, and put this on paper so that you can remember this when you're setting up all of your campaigns. So building your campaigns for high quality score. It starts with your campaign architecture. Okay, so the first point is you're at your campaign level. You need to make sure that all of your settings are set up appropriately for the campaign that you're building out. And this means your geographical location. This means potentially the mobile bid adjustment assigned to the ad groups in this campaign, your daily budget, everything in your campaign settings, specifically your location targeting, needs to be set up correctly and appropriate for all of the ad groups and subsequent keywords and text ads assigned to each campaign. So starting at the campaign level, the rule for your campaigns and building campaigns for high quality score is ensure your campaign settings are appropriate for the campaign and its contents. The second is your ad groups. And this is something I've stressed over and over and over again in all of the videos you guys have seen up to this point, but I'm going to say it one more time. In building campaigns for high quality score, keep your ad groups small with 1 to 3 keywords assigned, and the ad group should be named the keywords that are in it. So if it's men's hiking boots, every keyword in there should be immediately relevant to men's hiking boots. So men's hiking boots, man hiking boots, etc. Small and relevant to the keywords that are associated with them. Your keywords, and this is something that we've gone over, but I want to stress one more time. When you're picking keywords to advertise on, you want to be very careful to not select keywords that are not relevant to a product or service that you're offering or are loosely relevant. So this could be defined as going after very general key phrases, or it could be kind of trying to see how far you can stretch your ability to bring in users and going after keywords that are particularly not relevant. For instance, if you were, taking a pet as an example, if you were advertising for Lyme disease healing process and you're a vet, okay, and you have a process for healing Lyme disease in a dog, and then you start bidding on keywords for ticks on dogs because ticks are the #1 transmitter of Lyme disease, that's a stretch because you're targeting people who aren't looking for a Lyme disease treatment if you're a local veterinarian, and they're just trying to figure out if their dog has a tick on them, and you're trying to bridge the gap. So you may end up, there's a loose correlation there in your mind as the local vet. You understand that ticks give dogs Lyme disease, so you're trying to bring users in that way. However, in the user's mind, they may just be doing research on ticks. So I know it's an odd example, but it was just one that made a lot of sense to me because for a local service provider, that is something I could see occurring, is going after transmitters like that. So keep your keywords very targeted to what your product or service is, and don't try to get, well, at least not in the beginning, don't try to cast your net too wide, and don't be bridging gaps for users that they may not be bridging themselves because they may not even understand. And in addition to that, if you are driving traffic from keywords that are not specifically relevant to the product or service that you're offering, or that was not the user's intent when they were searching for that keyword or phrase, then you're going to get high bounce rates, poor landing page experience, and as a result, your quality score will decline. So keep your keywords very targeted to the products or services that you're offering so that the user's intent is met with what they're looking for on your page. Keep your text ads relevant to the keywords. Your text ads, as a general rule, should always include the keyword or a variation of the keyword in the headline of the text ad. That's where you are going to grab the most attention from the user. So if your keyword, is XYZ, XYZ should be in the headline of your text ad. So keep all of your text ads relevant to the keywords that you're having them run for. And the last point is your landing page experience. There are a few points for your landing page. One is your load time. Okay? So you need to ensure that your load time is fast. What Google does not want is for users to be clicking on an ad and then waiting 30 seconds for a page to load. So you need to get with a good developer, good designer, or use a good piece of software to build pages that load very fast. So it's an instantaneous experience for the user once they click on the ad to getting the content on your site. The other is device specific. So you want all of your landing pages to be built out in a responsive environment. So responsive, so that which we've discussed in previous videos, ensure that a user has a clean experience across all devices, whether it be a desktop, tablet, or mobile device. Make sure that you have responsive design incorporated into all of your landing pages. And then the third is the relevance of your landing page, its imagery, its copy, its everything on it needs to be relevant to the keyword that the user searched for to get there. And this is what I was talking about when I was making the vet reference. If you want the user's keyword that they search for to be met with an exact experience of relevance on the landing page that they are landing on. So whatever the keyword is, assign a landing page, create a unique landing page for every ad group if you need to, that just where the headline changes or whatever it might be, your copy changes or your video changes or whatever it is, you need each landing page to be specifically and strategically relevant to the keywords that the user searched for to get to your landing page. So this is the same architecture that we went over in an earlier video, and I keep hammering home on it, and this is how it relates to your quality scores. This is something that, as a pay-per-click advertiser, you need to get down. So once again, your campaign architecture and building it for high quality scores, make sure your campaign settings are correct, make sure your ad groups are small with only 1 to 3 keywords in them. Make sure your keywords are very targeted so that a user is, when they're searching for a product or service, the keyword that you're bidding on gives them an exact response to what they're searching for. And then your text ads should be explicitly relevant to the keywords they're showing up for. Typically include, if you can, the keyword or phrase in or in some variation in the headline of the text ad. And then make sure your landing page obeys all of these rules: fast load time, responsive development, and relevance to the original keyword that the user searched for to get there. In our next section, we're going to go over reviewing and diagnosing poor quality scores and how to fix them.